Sir.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. That nigga Will I Am say, ay, 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 ay. That's for anybody listening to the countdown when they watch it.
Let's have some fun today, boys.
Come on, man. I'm ready.
Some shit to talk about, you know what I'm saying?
You got a stress-free Sunday, Tim. Shit.
I mean,
you already stressed out, but as far as Sunday goes.
Yeah, he's post-stress.
Post-stress. Indeed.
We live right now, y'all. We are live. Welcome into the Never Made It podcast. I'm D. Will, live from Cincinnati, Ohio. You know, we got the sports bets, sports picks, sports talk, sports debates. We just got sports on sports on sports, and it's early. You feel me? It's about 9:30 in the morning, so y'all know how we get down here on Never Made It. Real sports fans that played it but never made it. But enough about me, enough about that. First person we gonna get into, made in Ohio, located in Arizona, esteemed Browns fan. If you want your Browns knowledge, this is where you go. It's located in Arizona, my friends. Give it up for Ryan.
What's going on, fellas, man? Happy to be back for another show, man. I'm excited, man. Let's talk some ball, man. Bright and early over here on the West Coast. So
yeah, man. You had to get up this morning,
we
didn't you?
Yeah, we up and at 'em, man. We don't waste no time.
Yeah, you beat the sun up, man. Hey,
I beat the rooster. I beat the rooster this morning.
Yeah. These Sundays wouldn't be the same without you.
Come on, man. But yeah, man, I'm excited. We got a good show lined up, so I'm excited to talk and be a part of it, man. Thanks for having me.
You had a good week last week too on the picks, so we're gonna get to that, man. I know you're gonna get to take your little victory lap. But speaking of victory laps, made in Ohio, located in Pittsburgh, stressed out Eagles fan, Timothy Delgado. What's good with my guy over there?
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh man. Good morning, fellas. Good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Let's just say I have not been okay these last couple of days. You know what I mean? Buckeyes winning yesterday, you know what I'm saying? That healed up some things, but in the meantime, as far as the NFL world goes, I'm heartbroken. But it's early. It's early. You know, I've had to endure a lot of trash talk, and that's fine. Shout out to our guy, our producer, our good friend Will, our brother. He's a Broncos fan who won, so shout out to him. But he got it, you know what I mean? He got it. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? 10th episode here for those that's with us.
10th episode, man.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to those that's been tuning in and commenting and watching the shows. 10th episode, man. Much love, and this is just the beginning. We got so much more to go. So much more.
Yeah, nigga, we made it. 10 episodes in, man. Like I said, you already know what we about to get into, sports bets. We're going to do a quick recap of the college football before we get into those sports bets, because I know everybody on what I'm on. Wake up, bake up, got to get your cake up. So first thing we own, man, Ohio State beat Illinois yesterday, 34-16. It was just a typical Ohio State game. They came out and dominated. Ryan, I'll let you take it from there, man. You a big Buckeyes fan. Tell me what you saw.
Efficiency, man. First of all, but number one defense in the country, and it's not close. You know what?
Not close.
I mean, before this game, we had a 18 quarter streak of 18 quarters in a row of not allowing a touchdown. I mean, that's what champions are made of, man. So, I don't think we're gonna lose, man. This in the regular season. I think we'll beat Penn State, beat Michigan. We'll get into that game in a second, but Julian's saying, man, it's like they started off the season, you know, really conservative, but they've been really starting to open it up, and he's been poised back there. So as a Buckeyes fan, I'm happy, man, right now with how the boys are looking. I think, you know, historically, Ryan Day, when he has a first year quarterback, it usually starts like that early in the season. dink and dunk, kind of managing it, and then we start opening it up as the year goes along. And I think that's exactly what's happening, man. I mean, the game was never close. And the only thing that was scary about that game was Jeremiah Smith hurting his back for a little bit there, but he ended up coming back in the game. So all in all, man, for the Buckeye Nation, man, we rolling, we rolling.
Absolutely. Tim?
Yeah, man. I mean, he pretty much said it all. I mean, Illinois, like I said, we thought they were going to be at the beginning of the season. Illinois was actually a surprise at how high they were ranked, and through the season they kind of won games that had you like, oh man, they might be for real. But at the end of the day, at this point, I don't think it matters who it is. Buckeyes seem to be just on a roll. Julian saying, shout out to our brother Ant. Um, Again, one of the guys of the show can't do this without you, Ant. So shout out to you, man.
Salute, Ant
But
Man.
yeah, he's big on Julian saying right now, and he actually has saying as one of his Heisman guys, and the dude is balling. I mean, he looks great, like you said, Ryan. Best defense in the country. I mean, Bo Jackson is looking good. C.J. Donaldson, he had 2 touchdowns yesterday. Jeremiah Smith got on the board with a touchdown. I mean, Buckeyes is rolling, man. They rolling.
Okay. Yeah, I agree, man. It looked easy, honestly. It looked like they just got bored out there. They weren't they didn't run it up to like 60 points or nothing like that, but they just did what they had to do. They took care of business. Typical Buckeye shit.
That's it.
Yeah, and I try to give Illinois some type of credit. I said 35-17, 34-16 is not bad. So,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, man. Indiana on the road beat Oregon 30-20. Everybody was betting on Oregon. I had Oregon by 10 points. Aunt Bayless had Oregon by 10 points. This was a eye opener right here. Is Indiana for real? Tim, I'm gonna shoot it right back to you. Is Indiana for real?
I mean, you have no choice but to say that they are. I mean, we thought they were maybe. I thought this was gonna. I said yesterday this was gonna be the exposure game that we, looked at Indiana and said, oh, they're not who they're portraying to be. But after seeing this, maybe you have to ask yourself, is Oregon for real? I mean, that's the real question. It seems to be. I mean, Dante Moore, somebody who we pictured as a who I said was a MVP candidate. I mean, he had 186 yards. Okay, cool, but you also had 2 interceptions through the air. You had 1 touchdown, but that's not enough. No running back, no rushing touchdowns. I mean, you didn't have none. You only had the 1 touchdown through the air to Malik Benson, and he only had nobody had 50 yards through the air receiving. I mean, how the Indiana's defense pretty much just shut it down. They just did what they had to do.
I didn't even know they had defense like that either. Go ahead, Ryan.
As a Browns fan, I'm already on 2026 quarterback watch. So I was really intrigued on this matchup, Dante Moore versus Mendoza. And I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed with Indiana. I think they are legit. I'm liking their team. I was impressed with their defense on the road against Oregon. Um, they played great defense, man. They was able to stop the run. And man, Mendoza, man, he's really impressed me this year, man. He's 6'5", like 230, 240.
Good
Can
baller.
sling it. Can really sling it, man. So I want to see how it progresses. Like, I don't know how real Indiana is as like a deep playoff contender, but Big Ten contender, Big Ten championship. I mean that they're on their way to making an appearance.
They're
So
3-0. They're 3-0 in the conference.
I mean they're
So
undefeated, bro. Right now. I mean
right.
I was telling D, I think I wouldn't be surprised to see them jump all the way up to like number 3 or number 2 in the nation after that win.
You
No
would think. I
facts.
mean, you would think so. They might actually switch. Well, Oregon probably gonna fall a little further than 7, but they might switch spots. Just
I mean, yeah, like I said, the only thing that's hurting Oregon right now is that Penn State loss is looking less and less impressive. I mean, Penn State win.
yeah.
Yeah, because Penn State just lost.
It's looking less and less impressive as the year goes on. It's like Penn State sucks. So
And they
now
went to
that win,
overtime with them too. So
yeah, and then you lose at home to Indiana. It's like okay, now we put Oregon on watch. Like okay, what quality opponent are they about to beat to make them legit contenders?
A lot of us thought it was a foregone conclusion that it was gonna be Ohio State, Oregon in the Big Ten championship, and Indiana said,
that'd be me.
"Shit, shit, you better hold my beer."
No, for
And
sure.
Yeah, what
whoever that,
their coach Signetti, what did he say last year? You better Google me.
you feel me?
You better
Whoever that
Google
number
me.
13 was for Indiana,
Surratt.
a dog. I mean, man, a
Dog.
dog.
He's a dog.
He was cooking them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Mendoza on the season, man. 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Is the Heisman going to Indiana this year, possibly?
I
Yeah.
mean, with Mateer probably ruining his chance. I don't even know if he was in a bubble with Mateer ruining his chances. With Dante Moore probably just, I won't say ruin his chances, but he had a stinker. Archie Manning has looked god awful. I won't say god awful, but he hasn't looked what we thought he was gonna look.
Yeah.
Julian Sane has looked great. So I mean, it'll be interesting.
We're
Then you
gonna.
got
I
that
know
Heisman.
we're gonna go to this game here in a second, but Maeva, the quarterback from USC, his stats are starting to
Yeah,
pile up
Ty
too.
Simpson. It's
Yeah, it's
Alabama.
yeah, yeah. They're starting. They're starting to get a little separation at the
It
top.
is.
No,
It is. It's
they are.
definitely
I
starting
definitely
to
see like 3 or 4 quarterbacks that I like.
for
Yeah.
sure.
All right,
Yeah.
Nobody is
speaking of,
pulling away. Nobody is like
no,
nobody as of yet. Nobody's pulled away where we're looking at and we're like, oh, that's the best player in the country. Like we haven't seen that quite yet.
No. No, I agree.
not yet. All right, the Red River rivalry. Oklahoma went into Texas and went down 23-6. Oklahoma just got their quarterback back, Mateer, after missing 2 games, and he came back rustier than a bike that's been outside in the rain for 2 months. So, with that being said, Ryan, 23-6, Texas. Is Oklahoma done? Are they cooked?
No, I wouldn't say they're cooked. I mean, it's a rivalry game. Your quarterback come back. He was obviously rusty. He didn't look good at all. I wouldn't say they're cooked. I mean, Texas has underperformed, but they're a talented roster. You know, they got NFL guys on their team. So I wouldn't look too much into this like, oh, Oklahoma's a fraud or anything like that. I would want to see how Mateer plays coming back. Like, is he fully healthy? Like, how does that really look? But this is if I'm an Oklahoma fan, man, I'm balling that up, throwing that in the trash, and I'm acting like that never happened. And we on to the next week because everything they want is still in front of them. You know, like so I wouldn't be too worried. The fact that Mateer threw 3 picks and Texas scored 23 points off of that is more indictment of Texas than it is, you know, of anything. Like Texas will lose again this year. They're not they're
Oh
not as
my
impressive as
God.
I thought.
That picture of motherfucking Manning, he looked like he just won the fucking conference championship in the crowd with Texas after that, boy.
Yeah, yeah. He got laid that night. Yeah, last night he got laid somewhere.
I mean, he's a Manning. Oh yeah, he should just wake up getting laid. The fuck?
He's
For
waking
real.
up getting paid. Might as well wake up and get laid. Shit.
No, for sure. Go
And
ahead, Tim, man. What you got on that game?
here's
That's
my thing.
Oklahoma's your squad, your
I
secondary
am
squad.
I am a secondary Sooner. Here's my thing. I 100% disagree with Ryan when he says that this is pretty much no big deal to Oklahoma because here's my thing. I read to you yesterday the schedule that Oklahoma has in front of them, and which is a heavy, heavy, hard hitting schedule. So you just lost uh to Texas, right? So then you have South Carolina, who you gonna play. Okay, that's no big deal, but SEC matchup. I mean, you got to pay attention to that. Then you have Ole Miss. Okay, you have number 4, top 5 Ole Miss coming in. You're on the road going to back Tennessee and Alabama, and then you have Missouri and LSU to finish the season. So you have, as far as today, you have 5 ranked opponents yet still on your schedule, and you lost to Texas, who have not looked that good so far this season. That's not a good. That's something to be. Now here's the thing. Mateer, it's his first game back, so Mateer probably has to get his wheels up under him. I get that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying when you have a game that in my opinion, you should win and take for the taking. I mean, you were a top 10 team. You got to take that game. And when you don't, and then you look at your schedule ahead of you, when there's probably much better opponents coming down the pipeline, it's like you got to take what you got to take. And to me, I think that a loss like that kind of is a big deal because Oklahoma, we had in the comments, S. Dot said that the quarterback should have stayed out, and I agree with him because he didn't look good at all. 3 interceptions, then no touchdowns. I mean, you probably should have just stayed out and waited till South Carolina. But I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
my point was like I think the performance, yeah, I think it is something that you got to correct. But the fact that they have all the big opponents coming up on their schedule, they can get right back into the top 10, top five. It does put a lot of pressure on them now. Like you can't
Yeah,
have a slip up against a South Carolina or even that game at home against Ole Miss is almost they gotta win that one too because
yeah.
but
Literally
but but it's
every game
yeah.
remaining is an SEC game. So like you have, and you already have a SEC loss. So now you're 1-1 in the conference. You literally, if you plan on trying to win the conference or, of course, obviously make the playoffs, you literally have no margin for error.
Yeah,
Yeah, facts, man. I almost agree with S. Dot though, so I had to say it. I think
yeah.
that Mateer should have just. I think if Mateer don't
Oh,
play, they just keep on rolling the way they've been rolling, and Texas has been playing bad football. So I think they would have just beat them with the backup. But
I
that
agree.
that shows that's almost I don't know if like that's almost on the coach in a way too. Like he felt the pressure of the rivalry and then playing Mateer.
well, Mateer probably wanted to play too.
I get that, but when the injury first happened, they said 4 to 6 weeks. He came back in 2 weeks. It's like I don't know. I was like, it definitely looked like rushed. Like she should have stayed out.
No, I agree 100%, man. But hey,
Mm.
hindsight is 2020. That's what they say. So.
Yeah, man.
All right, moving on though. We got Alabama on the road at Missouri. They beat Missouri 27-24. And I know a couple people in the chat that had Missouri, Ant Bayless, Tim Timothy Delgado. Yeah, it's Alabama 27-24. Now I did have them winning by 10. They were up 10 multiple different times in that game. It was up 17-7. They was up 27-17. They just couldn't bury Missouri. So shout out to Missouri and respect. They wasn't about to go down double digits. Respect. But
Yeah.
the Tide still got it done. That's my SEC pick. I'm leaning towards a Alabama Ohio State showdown. I know it's early, and I know we got a whole playoff gauntlet to run through. Teams got to actually make the playoffs first. But right now, those are my two favorite teams that I like in college. Ryan, what about you?
Uh, I was impressed with Missouri's fight. I was kind of low on Missouri. Like,
I was too.
they kind of like frauds, but I actually was impressed the way they fought back a couple times. I mean, they still lost, so I mean they lost, but I'm high on Bama too, man. I think they're starting to rack off these wins, man. Like they're gonna be in there and about, at the end, and I mean definitely got them in the playoffs. So I don't know about national championship, but that's something that I'll have to look at a little bit more. But Bama, listen, SEC road wins are quality, man. Any team you play on the road in SEC and you win, especially a ranked opponent, that's a quality win, man. And they're starting to stack it up. And like you got me hip to the quarterback, saying like, hey, he's been having a quietly like a really good year, and I'm starting to pay more attention to him. Ty
I
Simpson, right?
Simpson.
Yeah. So I like him, man. Bama's rolling right now. Bama's rolling.
Yeah, if you remember in the show yesterday, I like I said, I know it wasn't, the popular thing to
Oh,
do,
yeah.
but
Both sides of the fence.
I was on both sides of the fence. And I said, I ultimately picked Missouri, but I told you, I said, if you wanted to pick Alabama, I totally get it. I understand. But the double digit thing is where you had me. Um, Now, to your point, Bama did have Missouri 2 different times. They were up by 10. But the fight that Missouri displayed at home,
Hmm.
it has to be commended. You know what I'm saying? Again, can't get us in Perbula. He had 2 touchdowns, but he also had 2 interceptions. So
Just
you
call
know,
him Bo.
just
Just
Bo,
call him
yeah,
Bo.
you know what I mean? Bo P. But yeah, had 2 touchdowns, but he had 2 interceptions. So I mean, he definitely could have did a little better there. But he fought
Yeah.
though, he had a rushing touchdown as well. So he fought, but Alabama was just a little too much at the end. There's just too much
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, that that performance from Missouri will beat a lot of other SEC teams. So
Absolutely.
I think they'll be just fine. So
Yeah.
I
I was
I,
kind
I
of
don't
looking at my bad, go ahead.
no go ahead.
I was kind of looking at Missouri like Indiana. They was like SEC Indiana, but Indiana won. versus Oregon, and they
Right.
lost versus Alabama. So like you get the comparison though.
Yeah,
Like
for
five, they were
sure.
both 5-0, both had question marks. Nobody was picking them. I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
nobody because Tim was on my side a little bit, but Ant wasn't picking them. I was full fledged Alabama. So
True.
they had some doubters. They opened my eyes though because I'll be looking at them going forward versus other, especially versus lesser teams than Alabama. I'm
Yeah.
really gonna be looking at Missouri betting wise and just pick wise. So yeah, they got a lot of promise stuff.
Yeah, solid.
Let's get on to the last game. Last game of our recap. Michigan went on the road versus USC. They got thumped 31-13, trounced. It could have been worse, honestly, but USC looks like they just wanted to get out of the game. They just happy to get the win. So
Yeah.
31-13 USC, Michigan. Michigan's cooked. I don't have to ask that, but all right, does Michigan even stand a chance to beat Ohio State at the end of the year? Do they have a chance?
No.
I
It,
mean, on paper, no. It's
it's over
Ryan
this
Day.
year. It's over.
No, no, because Ryan Day should have beat them multiple times in the past. So it's I got to see Ryan Day get over that hurdle. He gets to play Michigan. He want to run it up the middle every fucking play and act like he want to beat them at their game instead of throwing it to the NFL wide receivers. So I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that just yet. And it's at Michigan, but there's no way they should beat us. That offensive performance is just pathetic. And I was joking with some Michigan fans I know that ever since they quit stealing signs, they ain't been good. So and it showed.
One way to look at it, Tim.
I told people yesterday that the M stands for musty. You know what I mean? I told people that, and that's exactly what they looked like. They was absolute trash. USC did exactly what they had to do. Maya Villa came out 265 yards. I mean, two touchdowns. He did have an interception, but 89 QBR. I mean, number 30, King Miller, pretty much ran his way to the gateways of heaven, as far as I'm concerned. 18 carries for 158 yards and a tub. I mean, he did exactly what he wanted to do. On the ground, you had Makai Lemon, or however you say it, 9 receptions for 93 yards. I mean, they pretty much had their way. He had a tub. You know what I'm saying? Jacoby Lane, he had a tub. I mean, it was just pretty much they did what they wanted to do to that ugly, dirty, musty. All right, my fault. I'm gonna chill. But I'm just saying though, Michigan in my eyes, they wasn't enough, and I called it. I said it. USC handled their business.
Yeah, bro, we can call them the Musty Wolverines if you want to. I'll fuck
I
with
like that. The musty Wolverine. That has a ring to it. The musty Wolverine. I
it.
like that.
I'm fucking with it, man.
I like that.
Ryan, how you feel about the Michigan boys?
uh Garbage. Trash.
Hot garbage.
I really don't even want to waste too much more time talking about that trash university. USC, man. Their only loss on the year right now is that last second field goal loss to
Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and that was on the road. If they can start racking up some wins, they could be right there for that Big Ten championship run. So, or maybe even a playoff run. So,
You know what's
I,
wild? As a Buckeye fan, you sit back and you watch Michigan get dog walked. You watch Oregon lose. You watch Penn State lose. I mean, it really, like I said, it really just looks like Ohio State is just like looking around as if like, well, damn, what's going on? Because it just seems to be no competition in the Big Ten. Now we'll see what Indiana does. I mean, maybe Oregon gets their shit together. We'll see. But Ohio State right now looks like the clear head and shoulders against everybody else in the conference.
No, yeah. Indiana might be the only team that have something to say about it,
yeah, yeah,
if anything.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
All right, man. That's it for the college football recap. You can catch our college football show live Saturday morning at 9 a.m. with the sports bets for the day. All right. So make sure y'all tune in next Saturday. Before we get to our NFL picks, just a quick message, real quick, of where to find us at. Y'all can find us on YouTube at Never Made It. You type in Never Made It Sports Bets, we'll pop right up. You can find us on Facebook. Just check our Facebook pages. If you know us, check our Facebook pages. If you don't, you can find us on YouTube. YouTube, Twitch, Never Made It. It's just all over the place. Okay. So just look us up and find us and like and subscribe. Liking and subscribing is key. That's what I see everybody else saying on all the other podcasts, right? So I guess we want y'all to do it too.
It's
All
free.
right?
It doesn't cost you anything, man. Like and
Especially if you
subscribe.
fuck with us. All right.
Yeah.
I know I fuck with more than 20 people, so I expect to have at least 20 likes. That's just
Easy.
me.
Yeah.
That's just me. Yeah,
Amen,
I'm
brother.
holding
Come
y'all to a
on.
standard. All right, got to start
That's
holding our
right.
fans to a higher standard.
I believe in him.
No, for sure. But all right, the
Please show
moment
me.
y'all came here for, man, it's time for these NFL picks, bets, slips, all of that. So the first game we gonna get into today, we got the Cardinals on the road versus the Indianapolis Colts. The Cardinals is 2-3. The Colts are 4-1. The Colts are minus 9.5 point favorites. It's crazy to me. But the Cardinals are missing Kyler Murray today. So Jacoby Brissett is going to be trotted out there. The over-under is at 46.5, minus 500 on the money line for the Colts. What direction are you going in this game, Ryan?
I'm going. I liked the upset pick here if Kyler Murray was playing, but because he's out, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Colts 24-13, and I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna take the under.
I'll take the under. I like that. Under 47 points.
Yeah,
Offense is going to be to a minimum.
yeah, 24-13 Colts. Yeah, Cardinals defense is not terrible, man. They're a bend don't break type of defense. They give up a lot of yards in between the 20s, but their red zone defense is pretty solid. So I think they'll force some field goals, a field goal, get a couple stops when they need it, but no offense. I don't see Cardinals putting up points here.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's going to be
uh,
tough.
man, yeah, I'm with you there, Ryan. I'm gonna, man, I'm gonna roll with the Colts here. Um, I think the Cardinals can. I think the Cardinals can fight. But if Kyler Murray's out, uh, if Kyler Murray is out, then I don't think that I don't think the Colts pretty much have too much to worry about, but I pretty much think there'll be a fight probably much up until halftime where the Colts will pretty much just, pull away. The offense for the Colts right now seems to be rolling. Jonathan Taylor is balling. Indiana Jones seems to be putting on a, good display so far. I mean, I'll roll with the Colts. I think I'd say it's closer than what probably, than what the way I'm making it seem to be, but I do think the Colts would probably cover. No, they won't cover. At 9.5, that's a lot. They won't cover, but I think they would win probably by a touchdown at least though.
Yeah, I got the Cardinals plus 9.5, but I'm taking the Colts to win the game. I think 9.5 is just too many points for Danny
Mm,
Dimes. All right.
I agree.
And then he been doing his thing. He's been 4-1. You know what I'm saying? He did a nice job through the first quarter of the season. Can't argue
I
with that.
am waiting for the other shoe to drop a little
That's
bit.
what I'm
Like
waiting on, man.
I'm kind of sitting here like, when is this guy gonna be the
And it's gonna
Daniel?
be in a game where you like, huh? Like what? They 4-1. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
saying?
I'm
Like,
I'm waiting for that game to be like, yeah, here's the real guy I know, bum
But
ass.
let me ask you a question. And I don't mean to cut your point off, D, but let me ask you guys a question. After one game, and let's say if he has a stinker, like no touchdowns, three interceptions type of game, is like after the success he's had after five, are we gonna,
oh, that shit's gone. He do that shit, yeah, by Daniel Jones.
one
No more,
game and
no
he's
more
back to
Indiana Jones. One game. That's all I need
that's
to
the
see.
real
If I see you got 3 picks in you, that's all I need to see. You're still you.
Pretty
3?
harsh. That's pretty hard. I'll say 2 games. You can have a bad game. Everybody have a bad game. But if you
All
do
right, he
back
got
to
to
back,
he on a
that's
short leash with me.
yeah. He shouldn't
Yeah.
have no lead though, man. But hey, but
All
yeah, I got Colts.
right, it's a clean sweep of the Colts, though, man. But I will say this: today, I got Marvin Harrison Jr. touchdown. I think
Okay.
Jacoby Brissett, he don't got nothing to fucking lose. He's
Music to
going
my ears. I got him on my fantasy team. Music to
he's
my
gonna
ears.
throw that motherfucking ball up there. He don't have nothing to lose. He's not playing for stats. He's just playing for a backup paycheck and to look good when he go out there. So the one thing I think he's gonna do, and he's been watching. He's been watching. Like, damn, Marvin Harrison Jr. ain't getting the
The
ball.
mother,
I think he
he
go crazy today, even if they
man,
lose. Even if
Jacoby
they
Brissett
lose,
is like 32 years old. He's done a lot of watching. I don't know if that's helping him.
right? I ain't saying he gonna go out there and be a world beater. I'm just saying I think he gonna throw the ball to his number one receiver.
Yeah, no, throw that up. Shit, I'm with it.
I
I'm
definitely
with it.
got Jonathan Taylor down for anytime touchdown. I mean, he's been balling.
It
Six
was
touchdowns
like
on the season.
minus. It was
Yeah, minus 201 or some shit like that.
minus 300. I think it was
Yeah,
low.
I
Yeah, that's the
couldn't
only
mess
reason
with
why
it, man.
I don't think I put it on my bet slip because I'm like it's not risk versus reward. It wasn't there for me. It's like, yeah, if you get it, that's cool, but it ain't really making my parlay go up.
Yeah.
It helped me
All
as
right,
far as my
man.
double up. We'll see once we get there, but it'll help me as far as my double up goes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Broncos and Jets right now in London. It's 3-3 in the first quarter. 8 minutes left, or 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Jets got the ball 3rd and 8 on Denver 22. So they right there at the red zone. So just keeping an eye on that, keeping everybody updated. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Jets, Jets.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, that
All
was for
right.
producer Will right there. um, let's
Chargers. Chargers
no,
on the
let's
road
go.
versus
I want to hear Tim's take though on the Eagles game Thursday. I want to hear his
Oh yeah,
recap, man,
so we didn't. All
because
right, yeah, we didn't get into
we
your
skipped over that. He got his Eagles shit on, and Jackson Dart and what they call him, scatterbrains.
scatterbrain, bro.
they went,
Scatterbrain.
they put belt to ass on Thursday in front of God and everybody.
I can see the stress coming through the hat.
So so here's my thing, man. Here's my thing. My kids asleep, so let me try to keep my composure here. Um, when you have an opportunity again, like we talked about in college with Oklahoma, when you have an opportunity to take a game that you know you are supposed to win, okay, a game that where like there nobody's picking the other team to win. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a game like that and you're at home, well, you're on the road, but when you have a situation like that, you have to handle your business, okay? Whatever the situation is with Jalen and AJ, it's terrible. Get it together. Whatever the situation is with our offensive coordinator, it's terrible. Get it together. But at the same time, nobody cares about that because if you're asking the New York Giants fans, you know what I'm saying, how they would feel about it, they would tell you it's a whole lot of not my problem. That's them. You know what I'm saying? You got this little stubby brainiac out, this little muscle bound muscle head out there, Scatterboo just running head first into people, bowling linebackers over like it's no big deal. I mean, god damn, like get it together. You know what I'm saying? You got safeties out there that's just welcoming the quarterback, Jackson Dart. Welcome him. He's running to the first down line, and your arms open. Welcome. I mean, god damn, get your lock in, like get your shit together. And then Howie Roseman, if we don't go get a corner, if we don't go get another corner, the Browns, I know they are sellers right now. They seem to be called. Denzel Ward should have already been in Philadelphia. I mean, you have to go get somebody because right now, Keely Ringo was chopped liver out there getting cooked. You know what I'm saying? He was seeing Keely Ringo and Adoree Jackson when Quinyon Mitchell went out, seeing them two side by side was hot garbage. Terrible. Okay, like I don't know what has happened with the Eagles defense to where we can't stop a soul. It was tragic. You're letting a rookie in his third start out there look like goddamn Super Bowl Eli. I mean, it was embarrassing. It was absolutely embarrassing. Okay, I'm almost done here. And then you got, on top of this, you have a wide open Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts, they are talking so much shit about you. I'm defending you every single week because motherfuckers say you can't throw 100 yards. And I'm out here defending you every week and you're missing wide open Devontae Smith. And you got AJ over there pouting like a little bitch every week because he ain't getting the ball. And you got wide open motherfuckers and you're missing throws. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And
Let me get a let me ask you a question, Tim. One
Yeah.
to five on the nasty work scale is four straight tush pushes from the five. Is that a five? Is that like a five on the nasty work scale or what?
see, I'm the wrong person to ask that because I'm an Eagles fan. So obviously,
Ask
I'm
me,
gonna
Ryan. Ask
obviously
me.
I'm gonna give you the answer as of if you can't stop it, why should we stop? You know, why should I'm gonna give you that answer? Because I mean, tush pushes is ugly. Nobody likes to see it. I guess I get it, but if you don't
False
want to
start.
see it, then stop it. I mean, you name me a team that can go. You name me a team that can for 5 yards. 5 yards, you're gonna run the tush push 5 times. Like no other team can do that because they can't do that. So I mean,
Whoa, whoa. No other team wants to do that. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm not even about to get into it. Because, boy, listen,
other
you saying,
teams.
Wasn't
hold on. You saying it, no other team can do that. it says more about your quarterback when you do 4 quarterback sneaks in a row from the 5 yard line. You don't even put it in his hands. You don't even put it in his hands to make a play. You just run 4 quarterback sneaks from the 5 yard line. That's
Well,
not
it's it's
bragging. You
it's
bragging
it's
about that?
literally. It's. Not, I didn't say it was bragging. I said I'm saying
You
it's.
said can't
What
nobody else do it.
because they can't. There's teams that can't run it one time, let alone four
Yeah.
times in a
Well,
row.
y'all with
If
the false starts, if everybody get a false start like y'all, they might be all right with
well,
the
I
shit.
mean, every te- if we're gonna dissect the game that like pinpoint, every team has some type of something that they do. Defensive lines jump, offensive line. Every game of every play,
Hey,
somebody doing. If you're gonna dissect it, so I
I'm
get
just
it.
showing you what they showed me on ESPN when they slowed it down and said, "Look at these tush pushes." They didn't
Because
do that for every. They didn't do that for the other players.
that's the topic of conversation
They
right
didn't,
now. So I
they didn't
get
do
it
that for
that
the other players.
that's the hot thing to talk about. But again, if we're gonna you can do that with every single game and for every play. If you're
Players,
gonna
teams are not. Every team is not getting false starts and getting away with it. Stop it.
no, I didn't
That's what
if
I
you
said.
look
But that's what I said. I said
if
the Eagles
we
are getting false
pinpoint
starts.
if we pinpoint every play of every game, I guarantee you're gonna see you're gonna see
We're
fault. You're
not
just not
pinpointing
gonna
every play. We're just doing the tush push where
be
y'all keep jumping
exactly. I
off
just said that. I
sides.
said that's
You
the
keep
hot
doing. You
topic of
saying every
conversation right
play,
now.
just the tush push,
Because
just the tush push.
that's what all eyes is on right now. So that's the hot
Because they're
topic. They're
jumping
watching
all.
it
They're running false starts on it. Nobody's doing
because
false
that's what
starts
you.
every play in the NFL.
Okay, because that's the hot topic. It's not the hot topic because of the false starts. It's the hot topic because it's since last year or around a couple years now. It's been the play that it's the rugby play. It's the you're pushing him. It's the hot topic not because of a false start. It's the hot topic because of everything else. But because of that, now you're watching it every single time they do it, and now you're like, oh, they're false starting too. That's something else to look at. It's not
uh,
because of the false start. It's that
I,
that's also a reason why they're looking at it now. But other teams try to run
Eagles
it more than
apologist.
once
Sounds
and
like
they
an Eagles
can't.
apologist to me.
I mean, of course you would think that. Of course you would think that. But I
This
mean, like I
sounds like an
said,
Eagles apologist to
I
me.
know, I know. AJ Brown, they getting to the fucking 5 yard line. I don't blame him, bro. He
Said,
turned
you
into an
hear me?
offensive
He know
guard.
he
He
might.
just,
He like take me out, coach. Y'all not gonna throw it.
I
Take
can't
me
get a
out.
fade route. I can't get shit. I'm just out here blocking. They said get behind him and push the other guy in.
I mean, again, no. If you're not an Eagles fan, I get it. But if we go to do, if it's third and one, third and two, fourth and one, fourth and two, whatever the case may be, and let's just say if we run a fade or we run the Saquon or we do whatever the case may be, that's not a tush push, and we don't succeed. The first thing an Eagles fan, again, y'all not Eagles fans, so y'all wouldn't understand. But the first thing the Eagles fan is gonna say is, why the fuck didn't we run the tush push? Because the success rate of it is damn near 100%. I mean, it might be like 98, 99, but the success rate of the tush push, whether it's a first down or a touchdown, is like high 90s. So if
My
we do run a different play and don't succeed, the first thing that we Eagles fans are gonna
for,
say is, why the
yeah.
fuck didn't we do that?
For me though is fourth and one, fourth and two. I'm cool with it. Like, all right, yeah, run the sneak. I get it. That's cool.
Stupid ass play.
First down, second down, third down, fourth down. Come on, man. Y'all,
I mean,
Eagles
again,
apologist.
come
it's
on,
it's
man.
Apologist.
again,
Come
no.
And he
on,
wonder
man.
why AJ Brown is out there pissed off. He
He
wonder why I
re,
don't see what
he
AJ
been
Brown was going
getting
on with you. That's why
No,
he
what
that's
what
mad.
that's not why AJ.
That's why he
No,
mad.
no,
what
that's
Drake
not.
said. What Drake
uh,
said. He said the tweeters and deleters.
Again, y'all not Eagles. Y'all just seeing what they showing y'all on ESPN, and I get that. That's cool. Y'all not Eagles. For AJ have been doing this complaining shit for four straight. Well, yeah, for 4 straight years now. For about 3 or 4 straight years now, and AJ has been a multiple time. This is just his Eagles resume, an all time, a multiple time All Pro, a multiple time Super Bowl appearances. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's been top five in the stats of both receptions and yard. I mean, AJ has had the world, and AJ has complained every single year. So it ain't just this year where it's you seeing it. It ain't. It's every. He did this shit in Tennessee. He's doing it now in Philly. AJ is. I love AJ. I think AJ is one of our franchise best receivers. But AJ he's AJ. He complains. That's what he does.
AJ wants the ball and he ain't getting it. I
He's
don't gotta
getting
be
it. I
I
mean, the
don't gotta
stats
be
are
an Eagles.
the
I
stats
don't
are the
gotta be
stats.
I don't
He's
gotta be an Eagles fan to see that AJ Brown is clearly unhappy. You keep saying he getting it, but you ignoring the fact that they ran four tush pushes in a row
Nobody's
instead of
ignoring it. It's
throwing their
just you
best player
can't
the
stop
ball.
it. You again,
Instead of let me talk. I done let you
you're
talk
not an Eagles
forever.
fan, so you
God
don't
damn.
you don't
Let
understand.
me talk. You ignoring the fact that they ran the ball 4 straight times, didn't give their number one receiver a chance, not even a look, not even a thought. Not even a thought. They didn't even give him a thought. That's why he's upset. Like, damn,
So
forget the whole
what
game.
was
He
it?
wants to be a part of the
What was the case
wins.
last year? What was the argument last year?
What you mean? It was an argument last year.
He was crying last year. What was the reason he was crying last year?
Y'all running the tush push last year.
Last year, y'all did a lot of the same shit. Last year, don't forget, y'all was 2-2 before
Oh
y'all
my,
rang off all those wins and won the Super Bowl and all that. So
exactly.
y'all were. He was complaining that y'all
Exactly.
were not. He wasn't getting the ball enough.
No, AJ was those 2-2. See, that's how I know y'all just watching and you're not AJ, those 2-2,
I'm
when
gonna
we
just
were
tell
two
you.
and
I'm gonna
two,
just tell you about that. Every time I
when we
disagree
were
with you with
two and
something,
two, when we were
every
two
time I
and two,
disagree with you, I'm gonna tell you you don't watch. That's what I'm
when
gonna
we
tell
were
you.
2-2, AJ missed like 2 or 3 of those games last season. AJ wasn't even there last season. It wasn't until AJ came back and was able to play every game where we took off. AJ wasn't even
All I
there.
said was y'all started off 2-2. I didn't say AJ Brown was there when y'all started off. I just said y'all
No,
started off 2-2
I
last
asked
year.
you
Y'all
last
wasn't
year. I
doing. And I
asked you
started
last year
going
what was
before
the
you
reason.
started going on your whole little rant again. So, but go
I
ahead, Tim.
asked
Go
you
ahead.
last
Go ahead.
year what was the reason he was crying last year, and
For the same reasons. He
you brought
wasn't
up
getting the
the two
ball
and
enough.
two. You
His
brought up
look
the
what were his numbers last year then? Go pull up his numbers last year.
he had. I think he was either just at 1,000 or he was coming up to it, but he was
Okay, and that's
because
not a big year for a receiver.
he
That's not a
missed
big year.
he missed 3 games. He missed 3 games, so that's why he was like, there's no okay. Then the
So
season
he played
before that,
14 games and had almost 1,000 yards. That's not a great year for a receiver.
say it again.
He played 14 games and he had almost 1,000 yards or around 1,000. I think Ryan is looking the stats up. He didn't have a number one receiver type year last year. That's why he's fucking complaining. He didn't look like the best receiver in the year. He didn't have a
Missing
Jamar Chase.
three,
Hold on. You've been talking. He
missing
didn't
three
have a
games and having
Jamar
a
Chase
thousand
or
yards
Justin
ain't a good
Jefferson type
year.
season. He didn't have a Jamar
Yeah,
Chase,
third. He
Justin Jefferson
played.
type season.
He played 13 games. He had 67 catches for 1,079 yards and 7
67
touchdowns.
catches.
Yeah.
67 niggas get 115 catches in a season. Real
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. I think AJ Brown, I think he does take some of the blame because like you're winning and team success should be first. But he is a diva. But last year and this year are the same because the Eagles are winning, but it's not through the passing game, right? So Hurts, a lot of games he'll win and have 130 yards passing or 150 yards passing. I know it ain't every game, and he do have big games where he throw for a lot of yards, but I think it's just the style of offenses. That's what's pissing him off, really. For me, I think I think he just would rather be in an air raid offense, and because they're a run heavy team,
He wants to
and
look like the best receiver in the league. He has the
right,
skill set to
which
be
he
the
had to
best
argue.
receiver
I
in the
mean,
league.
he's been up there in the bouts, man, for sure. So, but yeah, I would consider last year a down year for me personally. I would consider that a down year
For
for
a
him.
number one receiver who feels like he's the best. Listen, do people put
He's
his
top
name up there
five. He's top
outside of
five.
Tim? Do people put his name up there with Chase and Jefferson? Outside of Tim, because I know how Tim feels about him. But when people talk about the top
I
three top receivers, they don't say, "Oh, AJ Brown, Jamar Chase."
yeah,
They don't.
no,
Not
no,
saying that he can't be that, but I'm just saying they don't. They don't put him with
yeah,
them.
yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. Even though I love AJ Brown. I think he's top five, but he's five. He ain't in the top those top two or three.
He's five. Who else are four? Or who's three?
I
He's
got
definitely top five.
Who's
yeah.
He
I
might be
haven't
top
ranked
three.
them in my head, but I'm just
okay?
saying
So
like
we know Chase and Jefferson. Okay, I'll give you them two. But who's the 3 and 4 that you got ahead of
I'm
him?
probably going to AJ Brown after that.
ooh,
Because I'm not taking a slot receiver over him. So I don't want
yeah. I
I don't want those.
mean,
Yeah, I
two
need a
two
number. It got to be a
seasons.
number one receiver.
That's what I'm saying because we're talking about over the last few years, right? So
You
I mean,
literally just said that nobody talks about him with the AJ Brown. I mean, with Jamar Chase and Jefferson. But you
Nobody
got him
brings him up. Nobody
with
says he's the best receiver. It's like it's not even an argument for him to be the best receiver. Nobody argues that. They argue Chase or Jefferson. What I'm saying is I got him right after them. Every I don't know where everybody else has him, but I have him right after them, regardless of how he performed. He that's why he's complaining because he's a top three receiver and his yard he has 67 catches last year, Tim. That's why he's complaining.
and
Niggas get over
we're
100 catches. Number one receivers in today's they get over 100 catches. And that ain't 3 games worth of missed fucking catches. All right. He missed what 3-4 games with
not
67
every
catches.
not every a number one receiver has arguably the best running back in the league and arguably again I feel this
That's
way, but
facts.
arguably the second, like the best number two, or at least a top five number two in Devontae Smith. Also, you got a top five, in my opinion, tight end in Dallas Goddard. Also, you got
Facts.
Jalen Hurts, who runs the ball as well, and tush pushes. You know what I'm saying? So again, you got all these other weapons. He ain't gonna have 150 catches on the season, like, because you got so much. You got to share the wealth around there.
That's his problem. It's a personal problem, bro. But that's obviously the fucking problem. I don't care what nobody tell me. I'll die on that hill, as y'all like to say. There's no other thing that could be a problem. They're winning games. They just won a Super Bowl. The only thing is he ain't putting up Chase and Jefferson numbers. That's the only difference. What the fuck else could he be mad about? What else could he be
So
complaining about?
again,
I
so
know,
that's what
Tim.
I'm.
I understand why he's not putting the numbers up. I understand it. That nigga need to understand it. Apparently.
Okay,
He the
so
one mad? Shit.
so do you think he's justified in being mad, or do you think he's like,
No, he is not justified in being mad.
then D? So you're agreeing with me, then, dude? Then
The
you're agreeing
facts is
with
still the
me.
facts.
That's
The fact is he's still mad, and this is why. Whether
I
it's wrong, right
understand
or
that. That's
wrong.
I'm not saying that the facts ain't the facts. I get that, but what you just literally agreed with me. That's what I'm saying. He being a crybaby. Since AJ has been in Philadelphia, he's had his first season in Philadelphia. He had almost 1,500 yards because he had 1,496. The very next season he had 1,456. The season after that he had 1,079. Okay, because he missed 4 games
Right,
that
right.
season. Okay, then. So the dude has complained with two 1,500 yards. Okay, the touchdown with two Super Bowl appearances, a ring, all pro appearances. He is complained every year. He's
You would
AJ.
know. You would
So let
know
me
better
ask.
than me. But you would know better than me. But I didn't hear no complaints from him until last year. Like that's when the complaints start being out there more because they was winning, they went to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl, and he was fucking complaining. I didn't hear about that shit when he had 1,500, 1,400 yards. I didn't hear him
Besides the
complaining.
first year, the very first year, it wasn't much. It wasn't much. He came, he didn't say much. The very next year, because that's when we had that epic collapse. He complained a lot that next year. And then the last year was the whole book shit. He was complaining with the book shit,
You
and all that shit was the thing. And then it's this year. Every year besides the first year, there has been what's wrong with AJ? What's going on with AJ? How long is it going to be with AJ?
Well, let's wrap this up with the last question for you, Tim, that I have for you. Um, you made comments like you about ready just to be done with AJ. Would you like to see the Eagles move on maybe this offseason just to avoid the drama of having him always
Yes,
complaining? And,
yes,
and you
yes.
probably could get a pretty good haul for
I
him
love
too.
AJ, and I think AJ is our friend. I mean, the reason I'm an Eagles fan is because of Terrell Owens, but I believe AJ. Now, Deshaun Jackson has a strong argument in there, but I believe AJ is our next best, like, or probably our franchise best receiver. I would take
Hey,
AJ.
hey Tim, that's not gonna piss you off in the comments. That nigga said Puka Nakua and Saint Brown for the Lions. Better than AJ Brown.
Wow. Okay.
I was gonna say Devontae Adams, not like
Not
currently.
not now. Not
No, I'm
now.
saying though, but over the last, like you talk about 2022, 23, 24, the last 3 seasons, that was still the Devontae Adams was up there. But yeah, I'm agreeing with you guys. I think AJ Brown is solidified top five, top three.
All right.
It's just
Let's go.
about
Let's go ahead and move on, man.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead
Let's
and move
move on.
on. We succeeded. We pissed him off. All right.
He was
This is
already
good.
pissed off.
Yeah, we it was good. It's a good morning, bro.
He
All
said that
right,
like you about
man.
to
Back to
sleep.
the
You
bets
gonna
and
sleep
the picks,
good. I
man.
know he pissed you off.
Let's get back to these bets and picks. We got sidetracked like a mother right there. All right, we got the Chargers on the road at the Dolphins. The Chargers 3-2. The Dolphins is 1-4. The Chargers is 3.5 point favorites. They fresh off 2 losses though. Ryan, I'm gonna let you go first. These your boys. You fuck with Herbert the long way. So tell me where you going with this.
Yeah, man, he's making me look like a fool, man. And he needs to step it up, man. Honestly. Um I got I got I got Chargers winning, man. I'm like gonna die on this hill. I don't like it. Every week I'm starting to feel a little bit more less and less on my picks, man.
So
But
like
with
a
the
reach
Chargers,
more and more.
yeah. But I got 21-20. I got a close game. I think a field goal late wins it for the Chargers. Uh, Dicker the kicker. Um, I got them winning it late. But another West Coast to East Coast trip. I poo pooed it 2 weeks ago. I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna help the Giants. They beat them, and then I'm like, all right, I got Herbert 300 yards, couple tubs. No, he had 166 yards and one tub, and a loss to the Washington last week. But now I'm on my Tim shit. I'm like, we're playing with desperation, and I got Chargers, man. I think they're gonna be desperate, and I think they're gonna win.
All right. Tim, where you
And
going?
if you don't beat Miami, I don't know where you're gonna get the win at. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I think Chargers should handle business. The Dolphins haven't looked good up to this point. Um, I mean, you kind of feel like same thing, or at least I'm sure some people are working with like teams like the Jets and other teams where it's like you feel like you're due eventually. I mean, they do have at least one win, so maybe that due has already came for them. But I mean, the Dolphins just stink, man. They're not a good. They just haven't displayed good, and then losing Tyreek is just that doesn't help. So yeah, I think the Chargers win. I actually with 3.5 favorites here. I think they covered probably pretty convincingly, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I want to go against the grain right here, man, but I can't. I can't find a way to pick the damn Dolphins. I picked them last week. They blew a 17-0 lead to the Panthers. Fuck the Dolphins. I'm taking the Chargers. I'll probably just go money line minus 210, put it with something else. Because I just the points scare me a little bit. But if I mean yeah, I don't see no way the Dolphins can get to a win. I can't get them to a win in this game. So clean sweep for the Dolphins, man. The next game up on our list, we got the Browns on the road at the Steelers. Browns 1-4, Steelers 3-1. Steelers are 6.5 point favorites. The over under is 38.5. That's a low ass over under. All they gotta do is hit 39 points. Yeah, we gonna let Brian go second, Tim, because he the Browns fan. So I got the Steelers. Tim, who you got?
Uh, Man, I want the Browns to win. Even though I'm a big, you guys know I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan. I'm an Aaron Rodgers fanatic, but this is more personal. I got a lot of slack. I live here in Pittsburgh, so I got a lot of slack for my Eagles losing. So I want to be able to return the favor here. So this is a hard pick. I want the Browns to win, but the Pittsburgh Steelers is just right now. I think they are just better than Cleveland. I don't see a rookie beating Aaron Rodgers or outdueling Aaron Rodgers, I should say. Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf seem to be picking up their stride a little bit. So I mean, Pittsburgh probably ultimately will win here, especially being at home. Aaron Rodgers should be able to handle business, especially with Pittsburgh or Cleveland just trading Newman, their or is it Newsom or Newman, their corner
Newsom.
Newsom. Yeah, they just traded him, so Aaron Rodgers probably will look to attack that side of the field. And so yeah, Pittsburgh will probably ultimately win, but I really hope Cleveland gets it done here. I'm rooting with you, Ryan. I'm rooting with you.
So you
Yeah.
taking Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh ultimately does. I'm going to take Pittsburgh at the end of the day.
But
But
you won't mind if Browns win. I got
I
you.
won't mind if Browns win for sure.
So I'm gonna give my pick that is logical and has reason, which is Steelers win. Um, just a little backstory. This game, Browns at Pittsburgh specifically, is where coaches go to die. Um, we've had so many coaches in the past get to this week and put up a terrible performance, and they're cooked. This is where coaches get fired in Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Rookie quarterback. Everything about this screams not good in a lot of ways. And Stefanski, the way they all been operating, trading down in the draft, trading away your starting corner to get, for everything they've been doing is like they're not on the hot seat. Like they have all job security. And this game, if it looks bad, I think this will put Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Barry on the hot seat, and we would be looking as Browns fans like, let's just move on. These guys aren't it. A lot of Browns fans already there. They're already like, dude, this sucks. We got an offensive coach, and our offense sucks. So it's like, well, what is he here for? And I haven't seen the quarterback whisperer. Everybody, Baker left. It looks better. Deshaun looks terrible. And it's like if these rookies don't develop or show promise, it's like even I might a little bit out on Stefanski myself. Um, so all that being said, on the road, Mike Tomlin defense exotic looks, confusing the quarterback. Everything is screaming Steelers win. But then I take off that logical hat and I put on this Brownie the Elf hat. And Steelers offensive line, not that good. Our defensive line is elite. Aaron Rodgers, not that mobile. They've been having a lot of struggle protecting him and giving him time to make plays. And I expect if we come out ready to play, he will not have that time. The one thing Browns got going for us is we have an elite defense. Um, Dylan Gabriel's second game starting. I'm hoping to see some improvement from him. And then we got Judkins, he's been the best rookie running back out of that class so far this season. He's a dog. We can keep it close, keep it low scoring. Maybe we, get a couple turnovers. 18-17 Browns. I'm rolling with the Browns officially for my pick. It's a biased pick. No shame in my game. I'm going walk-off field goal in Pittsburgh, 18-17 Cleveland.
Heard that, man. That's a ballsy pick for sure, for sure.
And
Shit, and
in
we
the under. And it's not if you guys don't want to pick on this game, take the under. There's just
uh,
no way. Because even if we lose, we'll score 10, 13 points.
see, I'm going the
Like,
complete opposite. I'm going over.
oh,
38 and a
oh,
half. Just give
oh.
me 21-20. Just up it just a little bit more. 21. The Browns can win. Fine. 21-20.
Yeah, I
All
got a
right.
nasty stat for you. We haven't broke 20 points in like 12 straight games.
That's insane.
We suck, man. We're terrible
That's
offensively.
insane.
Yeah, we suck. We stink.
All right. We got a Steelers, Browns. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first one against the grain. Cowboys versus the Panthers. The Cowboys are 2-2-1 because of that tie with my Packers. The Panthers are 2-3. The over under is 47 and a half. The favorite, the Cowboys are 2.5 point favorites on the road, -170 on the money line. I'm gonna just go first and jump out here. I'm taking the Cowboys -2.5. I don't like the Panthers. I think the Panthers did a lot last week coming back from to the Dolphins. I think they have a letdown week this week. I think the Cowboys actually go out here and thump them. It's only a 3 point game, and I don't know why. Maybe because the Cowboys is on the road, a 3 point spread. I mean, but yeah, I got this game somewhere along the lines of 31-17 Cowboys. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys in this one as well. Panthers, they were getting stomped out. Well, I think that was 2 weeks ago now, where they were getting stomped out and made that comeback. Um, I think that was who was that to Atlanta? I think that was or something. It was getting
That
done
was last week. They was beating Miami. Miami was beating them 17-0. They came back and won.
last week, yeah, and then they came back and won, yeah. So, and that's to Miami. So, I mean, they ultimately won that game, but the Panthers are not good. They're not good. I think the Cowboys probably win pretty convincingly here. I actually would have the score. I like them to cover. I like them to cover. I think the Cowboys win probably somewhere on the lines of like a 30-17. I think Cowboys win pretty convincingly.
Okay.
I got it a little bit closer than that, but I got Dallas as well. I got 30-24, which would also hit the over as well. So for me, quiet is kept. Dallas is, well, if you look at the numbers, I mean, they have one of the best offenses in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Dak Prescott's having a great year so far. And I like their offense. I think they're just too high powered. Even with CD Lamb out, they're still putting up crazy numbers. And Carolina, I just don't think they have that same firepower to keep up with Dallas. I do think Dallas's defense can get got at, as you've seen. I mean, Russell Wilson had game of his life few weeks ago with the Giants, and then he got benched. So just to show you where Dallas's defense can be at some games, I got Carolina putting up some points. They're at home, 24, but I just think the offense is too much. I got Dallas and the cover.
All right, man. It's a clean sweep for the Cowboys, man. All right. Seahawks on the road versus the Jaguars. Seahawks 3-2, Jaguars 4-1. The Seahawks are the favorite, -1.5. So it's just a pick 'em. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna send it to you first, Ryan, and I'll let you know where I'm going after you.
This was probably the toughest game for me to pick at all of these. Um,
Absolutely.
I just don't. I have no idea where to go with this. I'm not a Trevor Lawrence believer. 4-1. Um, I know they're having a good season, and maybe because the Browns have their first round pick, I'm just rooting for them to lose every week. So which means they'll probably win. They'll probably go like 12-4 or whatever this year, 12-5. But I got Seattle. I got Seattle by a field goal. I think late. I do like Seattle's run game. Kenneth Walker, and I know they got I forget the other running back's name that they use, but they do like a little committee approach.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do got Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown on my parlay.
Oh yeah, Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah, Charbonnet, that's it. Yep. So I think the run game, I think they'll keep the game close, and I think they'll make just enough plays. Seattle will to win.
Okay, Tim, where you looking at, man?
I think right now Jacksonville is actually rolling. I'm gonna roll with Jacksonville here. They are undefeated at home. They're 3-0 at home. I mean, Seattle's 2-0 away, but I like the home team here. Um, Trevor or not Trevor Lawrence, but the Travis Hunter right now is seems to be giving that team a boost. Both, I wish he would get more snaps one way or the other, whether it was offensively or defensively. But he seems right now to be giving them a spark. And ETN is pretty solid. I like what the Jags are doing right now. The Jags are flowing. You know what I'm saying? Like they're flowing as a team. So I'm gonna take the Jags at home here. I think it is close, but I do think the Jags, obviously with Seattle being a 1 point favorites, I think the Jags will cover that obviously if they win. So I'll take Jags money line. I like that. And S Dot in the comments agreed with me as well. He said Jags money line as well.
Yeah, Ryan, you picked the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over here on the Seahawks with Ryan. After last week, they had that game versus Baker in Tampa Bay, man. They blew it, they gave it up, but that wasn't on Sam Darnold. I'm looking at the quarterback playing this game. They both played 5 games. Darnold got 9 touchdowns, 3 picks, 1,200 yards. Trevor Lawrence barely got over 1,000 yards, and he got 6 touchdowns, 5 picks. I don't. I think Darnold is going to score some points. Trevor Lawrence can score, but he's also willing to turn the ball over. 5 picks in 5 games is not a good stat. So
No.
I think Darnold them comes out and light it up. I also got the over in this game, over 47.5. So I take the Seahawks to win, and I'm gonna roll with the over. I'm gonna roll with the over, man.
I got the over as well. Yeah.
Tim, you looking at the over under at all?
Uh, man, what is it again? It's
47
47.
and a
47.
half.
Yeah.
No, I like the under.
Like
I
the
like the
under.
under here. I don't think Seattle. I think I like Jags defense a little bit. I think the Jags would hold Seattle.
Yep. Seattle's hit that over 3 out of 5 games. The Jags have hit that over 2 out of 5 games. So it's a 50-50 bet kind of. Just a quick update on the NFL game over in London. The Broncos is up on the Jets 10-6. The Broncos have the ball currently about to punt right now. Nate Atkins got a 16-yard touchdown pass from Bo Nix. That's the only touchdown so far in the game. So just keeping y'all updated on that.
Okay,
We
Okay,
got
cool.
Rams Ravens. Rams are on the road 3-2 versus the 1-4 Lamar Jackson list Ravens. The Rams are a 6.5 point favorite. The over under is at 44.5. I'll go first. I like the Rams in this matchup. I took the Ravens last week, even though they didn't have Lamar. I thought they might be able to do something with Houston. Houston blew them the hell out, and they got Cooper Rush from Dallas back there. So they got a veteran. I mean, if you want to call him a veteran, they got a veteran backup quarterback, but he
Nah, he's
don't look
a
like he
vet.
can.
He's
It's a
quiet as cat. He's been around the league for a while now.
Yeah, he's a
He's
veteran.
like,
But that's the complete wrong backup. How the fuck is Cooper Rush your backup for Lamar Jackson? You see, when they had a running quarterback, a quarterback with the style, I forgot what was the other black guy's name?
Huntley.
Huntley.
He's
Yes,
he's
that's
he's
supposed to be
there. Hold on, he's there. He's on the rock. They picked him back up. I think
right.
they should play Huntley. I
They
think
should
they
be
should play
playing
him.
Huntley today. He fits more of the. They don't have to go off of what they do as much for Huntley. He's not Lamar, but he's fucking closer to Lamar than Cooper Rush is as far as running the ball and being a dual threat. So give me the Rams -6.5. Shit, go ahead. I'll send it to you, Ryan.
Uh, this is my lock of the week. I'm gonna be picking one game as a lock. This is Rams. I got them covering 6.5's too low. I got 31-17. I got the over. Um, I think this is like this is blowout territory. Like this is gonna be over soon. Rams just lost last week overtime. That lost to the 49ers. Um, I believe that was Thursday night football too. So they've had 10 games, 10 days to
Mm-hmm.
prepare for this. Um, I think there's no shot in hell the Ravens win this game.
Yeah,
No
I'm with you,
shot.
brother. Timothy.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree. There's no shot. I think it's pretty much if the Rams, if they play their game how we believe they could play, if that defense comes to play, because right now the Ravens, nothing has like looked. The Ravens are known to be that gritty, hard hitting defensive team, and right now that defense is, if I had to take a guess, would probably be bottom 10 in the league. I mean that
Oh,
defense.
it's terrible.
Yeah, that defense is trash, man. So I mean, they're not scaring anybody. The secondary isn't stopping anybody. So I mean, Matt Stafford should have a field day if the Rams play how we know they can play. In the comments, Will, our brother, said that he's taking Derrick Henry for an anytime touchdown. And I did that last week because of this, because there's no Lamar Jackson. I thought Derrick Henry would get in the end zone. And I don't know. Derrick Henry, you talking about somebody
I
falling
think
off. I
it's
mean,
I think it's 4 straight games under 50 yards.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if it's I mean, the offensive line isn't blocking for them. They're not looking good either. And then when you don't have a Lamar Jackson, you don't have to worry about that read option and everything else. So when it's a handoff, they're giving it to him. Ain't no keeping it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
like they're stacking the box on him. So I mean, I get that, but man, he hasn't looked good at all. So yeah, I'm taking the Ravens here. I think I agree with Ryan. I think they win comfortably. 30-17, 31-17 sounds good to me. I mean, I agree.
I'm gonna tell you where the sneaky bet is at in this game. The over under is at 44 and a half. And you would think like, oh, well, the Ravens ain't gonna be able to score no points. The Ravens are 5 for 5 with that over. They've hit over 45 points every game, for better or for worse, because they lost 44-10 to the Texans. So the
Yeah.
Texans did the heavy lifting. They lost 37-20 to the Chiefs. The Chiefs did the heavy lifting. They lost 38-30 to Detroit. That's 68 total. They beat the Browns 41-17. That's 58. They lost to the Bills 41-40. That's 81. The over is hitting in this game. I don't know how. I don't know why, but 44 and a half, take the fucking over.
Yeah. It might
Yeah.
be 40-10, but
But
they're gonna hit the over.
it's gonna hit the over. All right, though. But that's my best bet for that game. All right, moving on, man. We got the Bengals on the road going up against my Green Bay Packers. They got who is it? Joe Wacko coming into town. He just bouncing all around the motherfucking AFC North like a pinball
Don't
machine.
let
I
Joe
can't
beat y'all twice in a year.
I can't wait to see Joe play for the Steelers. That's next year. Joe Flacco for the
Yep.
Steelers to complete the
Yep.
cycle. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
I digress. Joe Flacco will not be fucking winning today. All right. Joe Flacco didn't win last time. The Browns defense won. That was literally they blocked the punt. Like it was they scored 13 points. They beat us 13-10. I'm not saying the Packers is world beaters, but we ain't losing the day. All right. And I ain't saying you got to take the spread either. 13 and a half is a lot of points. I'm scared to take it. Matter of fact, I'm not taking it. Can't do it. Can't do it. If I had to make a bet on this game, the over under is at 44 and a half. And I'm probably gonna go with the under. Because I don't think Joe Flacco with this first game with the Bengals, he ain't been there a week yet. What did he get there? Tuesday? Monday, Tuesday? Now I know it wasn't a
Yeah.
far drive because he was just right down 75 South.
He took a
But
Greyhound.
still, but still, I mean, if it wasn't 13 and a half, I would call this a no-brainer. But the 13 and a half points is scary as hell. And then the Packers is minus 1,600 on the money line. If you're gonna actually make a bet, fuck it. Bet the Browns plus 800 on the money. I mean, not the Browns, but bet the Bengals plus 800. It's plus 800. All you gotta do is win. You never know. But it ain't happening. I'm not betting this game because I'm not taking the spread. I'll take the over 44 and a half points and roll with my Packers. I think the Packers go out here and win this game 33-15.
Yeah, I'm going Packers. I got them covering the spread exactly by 14 points, 27-13. Um, if I believed in Flacco to do anything offensively, I would take the over, but I would stay away from the over under just because it's so close. But for my bet, I'm going under. But I would probably stay away from it personally. But yeah, there's not really much to talk about, man. Flacco's a statue, and the Bengals offensive line, they might have the only team in the league with a worse offensive line than Cleveland. So it's like, and I watched that guy run around, and he's 40, he looked 50. So long as the Packers defense come ready to play, I don't see them scoring a lot of points. I don't give a damn who the hell he's throwing it to. He could throw it to Randy Moss and Terrell Owens and shit. It don't matter.
See, I got the Packers by 10 in the comments, man, and that scares me, man. That scares me. Even though I think we gonna roll, that scares me. What you got, Tim?
So that same level of pissed offtivity that I was about 30 minutes ago, um, I'm hoping that brings that, it's contagious, and I hope it's contagious, and I hope it rubs off your way. So no Diddy. So I'm hoping that the Bengals can help your boy out and bring some misery, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Green Bay right now, the Bengals. Same thing I just said about the Ravens is actually, let's double that for Cincinnati. They have no defense. They have no offensive line. Jamar Chase is banged up. He didn't even know if he was going to play. I believe he is going to play, but he was doubtful or at least probable
Ooh,
coming
I
into
didn't
the
know
game.
that.
Yeah, he was banged up. He wasn't even going to play, but he's going to play. Um, so yeah, so I don't. I mean, like you said, with Joe Flacco being there 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? I highly doubt he gonna go in there and on the road. Maybe if he was at home, I'd feel better. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing with that Cleveland game. Cleveland was at home for that game, right? Cleveland was at home.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was the thing for that. But with being on the road in Green Bay, he Flacco is an AFC known for his AFC Ravens, so it's not like Green Bay is a familiar place where he's played at a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
expect Green Bay probably to do what they do, but I'm hoping, fingers
We better
crossed.
fucking roll, man. We better roll.
I'm hoping. Come
I'm gonna
on,
crash out
Cincinnati.
again. I'm gonna
It is.
crash out if we don't.
Yeah, that's crash out worthy, bro.
That's
I
the
can't be
that's the
losing.
point. That's the point.
I can't be losing.
All right, man. We got 2 games left, man. Let's get to this. 49ers on the road at the Buccaneers. 4-1 versus 4-1. This might be the game of the week, honestly.
It is, man.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. The 49ers are 3.5 point underdogs at the Bucks. Over under is at 46.5. The money line is minus 175 for the Bucks to win straight up. Ryan, where you looking at? What you looking at?
You know, when Baker first left, man, I hated him. And then his little tour, like when he failed at Carolina and then the Rams didn't work out, and now he's gone to Tampa Bay. He's become more likable, and I think he's been absolutely balling. No, I don't think he can win a Super Bowl. I don't think he's got like what it takes. But I gotta start respecting what he's doing, man. I mean, he's racking up the wins. He's racking up close wins. Um, and I'm rolling with Tampa Bay. I think they'll have enough plays late when it matters. I got them winning by a field goal. So I got them winning, but I don't have them covering the 3.5 spread. Um, and I got it under the 46.5. I don't think it'll be a potent game by any means, but um, yeah, I got Tampa Bay winning over the Niners. But it's a pick 'em game. Like I can see this going either way. I really can. But because the Bucks are the home team, yeah, I'm gonna just roll with the home team on it and take Tampa by 3.
Okay. Okay. Tell me what you looking at. You ain't fucking with McCorkle Jones?
I believe was that your pops that just said don't disrespect the bang bang Niner game?
That's his squad, man. That's his
Yeah, well, I'm
squad.
about to do a whole lot of disrespecting because I don't believe in no Mac Jones, no Mac Truck, Indiana. I don't believe in no Jones. So I'm sorry here. I get it that he's played much better with the 49ers than what he did in New England. But at some point, last week I took Jones for under 200 yards or something, and he had 170 something in the first half. So I mean, dude is solid, I guess. He's solid, but no, going on the road here, Tampa Bay has looked solid. Tampa Bay is a tough place to play on the road. Y'all know I'm big on the whole time zone thing. I believe going cross country, Tampa Bay will get it done. Baker has looked really good. Now, if Brock Purdy was playing, I believe Brock is better than Mac Jones. If Brock Purdy was playing, maybe I'd feel a little better. But I believe that with Todd Bowles and that defense is just going to get to Mac Jones a little bit. So I'm on a roll, and Baker is 10 touchdowns to 1 interception. I mean, dude is balling. Has over 1,200 yards on the season. Dude is balling, man. You got to give credit where it's due. He's balling. So I believe the Buccaneers get it done here.
No, he's balling. I'm going against the grain this game, man. I'm sticking with the Williamson family lineage. I'm taking the 49ers. All right. I'm taking it. They
Yeah.
plus 3.5. So I'll just take the points. You feel me? They could lose by 3, especially the way Baker been winning games. That plus 3.5 look real good. Baker's last wins. He beat the Seahawks last week, 38-35. Ryan, we both know how we felt after watching that shit.
Right.
Okay.
Bullshit.
He lost to Philly. That's his only loss, and that says something. Now he beat the Jets 29-27. Plus 3.5 good there? Yep. He beat the Texans on the road 20-19. Plus 3.5 good there? Yep. He beat the Falcons on the road 23-20. Plus 3.5 good. Plus 3.5 has been good for every single one of the Bucks games. Win or lose, it's a 3-point game. If they lost by 6 to the Eagles, but every win has been by 3 points or less. Give me the 49ers to win this game outright. If I'm betting it, though, I'm taking the 49ers plus the points. I think that Baker's them luck. They can't just keep winning all these damn close games. If they do, then I'll just take an L for this. But another 3-point game, if they win by 3, I might lose the bet, my pick. But just know I got them by 3.5. I got the Niners plus 3.5. So if they lose by 3, I'm happy. I ain't tripping. I'm just going off straight numbers right there. I think the Niners get it done, man. McCorkle Jones. McCorkle. I
That's
ain't calling
really his
him Mac.
name. Is that really his name?
That's his name is McCorkle. His parents ain't named him Mac. He didn't. He got tired of people calling him McCorkle.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But all
Hey,
right, bro. Go ahead.
not to change subjects here,
We
but
only got one game left. Get it
in
off
the
your chest.
comments, S Dot said I had to check this. I didn't even. I was like,
I
what?
did the same thing.
S Dot said in the comments that Justin Fields is in the game currently right now. Mind you, they're in the second quarter with about 4 minutes to go till halftime. Justin Fields he's 2 for 4 and passing with 1 yard. He has 1 yard passing.
Hold on, and they're down 10-6.
Is he out or something? Like, did he get hurt or something?
I don't know, but they're only down 10-6.
1 yard passing is insane. Diabolical.
He ain't hurt.
It's
He
not
out
good
there.
news for me because the Jets are going to be looking at a quarterback in the draft. So
Oh,
Wow.
absolutely.
that's just
Absolutely.
solidified.
If they don't fire Aaron Glenn, they will do some of these one and done. Sometimes they'll let a coach go 1 year. Aaron Glenn's over right now, and he
And
came from
then
Detroit.
the owner of the Jets, Woody, whatever his name, Woody Johnson. I guess he's
Woody
big.
Johnson. That's a hell of a fucking name.
He's
Pause.
a he's a
Woody
crazy,
Johnson.
that's a crazy name. Uh, he's got some
Woody
big
Johnson.
relationships over in London. I guess that's why the Jets do a lot of London games. So he's an emotional owner too. So they get embarrassed out there in front of all his little buddies. That's where rash decisions can start getting made.
Brother, London. I thought London belonged to the Jaguars, man. They've spent a lot of time out there.
Well,
They,
yeah, let's talk
they
about
were
the
they
London
were
Jaguars getting a thing.
ambassadors. They was real
Yeah,
live ambassadors for us.
real
Let's get to the
talk.
last game, man. We got the Lions on the road at the Chiefs. The Lions is 4-1. The Chiefs is 2-3. The Chiefs is 2-3. The Chiefs is 2.5-point favorites at home. Minus 145 on the money line. The over-under is at 51.5. So which way you looking in this game, Tim? Mahomes getting back on track?
Okay. See, I like the way that you asked that question. Mahomes does get back on track. Yes. The Lions are gonna win the game. Mahomes is gonna have a good game. I think Mahomes is gonna have a good game. But the Lions right now are just there. We started off the season and everybody was like, "Oh, are the Lions going to take a step back since their coordinator? I think it was Ben Johnson. I think that was his name, right?
It was the Packers.
Yeah, they got whooped by the Pack. Y'all whooped them, and everybody was like, "Oh snap! Is the Lions? Are they losing their sizzle that they had going? You know what I'm saying?" And then the Lions came out and started looking really great. You know what I'm saying? Started looking in mid-season form. So, and the Kansas City have done quite the opposite. They have not looked in Kansas City. Maybe it's maybe they're starting to get fatigued from, four or three straight Super Bowl appearances. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they're starting to get fatigued. But I'm gonna take the Lions here. I do think the Kansas City there's is 2.5 point favorites, so I would just take, Detroit with the points, obviously. But yeah, I like Detroit here. I think they win.
All right, go ahead, Ron.
Um, Man, this is a tough one too. This is another tough one. I'm going Chiefs at home. I think the championship pedigree. This is you can't go 2-4 to start a year. You just can't. And they're at home. If this was in Detroit, I would take the Lions, but because it's at home, I'm going Chiefs, and I'm going the over. I think it's going to be points in this game.
Yeah, I agree.
I, I got 28-27 KC, and I just it's really no like factual behind it other than it's like Chiefs. They gotta win. I think they just have to win this game. I think they'll be pissed off at how they started. I think they'll come out and get a signature win. I don't see Chiefs like going on some crazy run, like going 12-5 or something. But
No, me
I
neither.
could see Chiefs 10-7, 11-6. I could see them still having a good season,
Yeah.
and turning things around. But the run game scares me, man. Detroit's run game is insane. That will be the key to the game. Is if you can make Goff into a passer, like win it with his arm instead of the run game. I think that's the road to success for KC. But this is a pick 'em, man. Honestly, the only thing I would be comfortable picking on this game is the over because
Yeah.
it's that close.
Man, the Lions have looked like the better team. Jared Goff got 12 touchdowns, 2 picks, to Mahomes' 8 touchdowns, 2 picks. They have a running game, 325 rushing yards for Gibbs. Mahomes is the leading rusher for the Chiefs with 190 rushing yards through 5 games. Ugh.
Yeah.
Listen, they got a better receiving core. Like everything about the Lions is just right now they're just rolling at this point, and that's why I'm rolling with the Chiefs. Because listen, Detroit's good. Detroit's balling. You know I hate Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So it hurts me to say that as a Packer fan. But when you really dissect it, when you really look into Detroit, they got thumped by Green Bay first game of the season, 21-13. I mean 27-13, right? They beat the Bears 52-21, but it's the Bears. Are the Bears really anybody yet? All right.
No.
They did beat the Ravens, but we see how the Ravens are that win's looking worse and worse week to week to week to week. All right.
Yeah,
So they beat the Ravens. They beat the Browns.
I
Okay.
agree.
They beat the Bengals. Those are
I
all
agree.
their wins. They got 3 wins versus the AFC North and a win versus the Bears. And they didn't even beat the best team in the AFC North right now, the Steelers. So they
Yeah,
beat the 3 lower teams in the AFC North and they beat the Bears. Give me the Chiefs at home, -2.5. And the Lions fall off of that high horse or high lion or whatever you want to call that motherfucker. They falling off of it. I don't even think people Africans. I think they ride
Pride
lions
Rock.
somewhere.
They fallen off Pride Rock.
They falling off Pride Rock. There you go. Thank you for that. I needed some type of reference. I'm taking the Chiefs at home, just like you. Like you said, it's no real rhyme or reason. I'm just looking at the Lions' opponents, and they ain't beat nobody. They ain't beat
Yeah,
nobody. The Chiefs ain't beat nobody either. But the Lions ain't beat nobody either. I'm taking the Chiefs at home today, man.
Remember the game a few years ago? This probably might have been the COVID year, but remember that game against the Chiefs and the Rams, and it was like
Oh, crazy
argued
shootout. The shootout.
crazy shootout, arguably one of the best like primetime games ever
but
Yeah,
one of the best regular season games of all time.
of
yeah.
all time. I think this. I'm not gonna say this will be like that type. I don't think it'll be like exactly that, but I do think it'll be in the fashion. You know what I'm saying? I think this will be very electric. I think both teams
Yeah,
will put up some numbers. Like I agree with you, Ryan, when you took the over. I do think both teams is gonna put up some points, and I think it'll be a solid primetime game. I think it'll be a good primetime game to watch.
me too. I second that. I think that's yeah. I'm right with you. This is gonna be a great game.
Yeah.
All right, man, for sure. Chiefs, Lions. All right, y'all. We at that point in the show, man. The best part of the show where it's time to put these tickets out there. It's time for the bets. All right. You know I
I
got the
made
easy
one.
double ups. Would you say, Ryan?
I finally made one, man. I made me a little
Yeah,
parlay today,
man. You
man.
know I got the easy double ups for y'all, but we do got a
Yeah.
couple Hail Marys in there today, per usual. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? So
before you guys go to the bets, I do got a shake. But good show, fellas. Thanks for having me on another week.
you
Everybody
already know.
watching, like, subscribe, comment. Share it. Just get it out there to as many people, man. Because I mean, I'm having a blast doing this, and we just trying to grow the page. I think we got something in the works too, man. Adding another episode during the week that we're working on. So it's a lot of things going on behind the scenes to just up the content and keep giving putting content out there. So thanks for
Yes,
having me,
sir.
guys. I'll answer for all my crimes next Sunday, same time. So I'll holler at you guys.
All right, bro.
All
All right.
right, man.
All right, man. Got Ryan up out of here, man. Now let's get to the money. All right. Wake up, bake up. Got to get my cake up. The first ticket I got for y'all is going to be a double up. Easy double up. I got the Steelers -2.5 at home versus the Browns. I teased that back just a little bit. It was only at like 5.5 or something like that. I don't know why. I don't know what they think Cleveland about to do, but I definitely see the Steelers winning by 2.5 at least. Then I got the Patriots on the road versus the Saints. I got the Patriots by 1.5. The Saints suck. They can barely move the ball up and down the field. The Patriots are getting better by the week. They just beat the Bills. I don't think they have a hangover. And even if they do have a hangover, I think they got a lot of room for error in this game. So the Steelers -2.5, the Patriots -1.5. That's plus 130. That's better than a double up. Way better than a double up. All right. My second ticket of the day. I got the Cowboys money line versus the Panthers. Well, you see, if you've been watching, you see none of us in the chat have any respect for the Panthers. They did win last week versus versus the Dolphins. I call them my Dolphins since I took them. But the
Mm,
Dolphins was up 17-0. They blew the lead to the Panthers. I think the Cowboys can do much of the same and not blow the lead because that offense is way more potent.
right.
Then I got the Tennessee Titans on the road versus the Raiders. I got the Titans plus 7.5. There's no way the Raiders should be 6.5 point favorite, so I upped it up to one more point, made it 7.5. I just think that if the Raiders could win this game, yeah, the Titans could win this game too. I think it's a pick 'em personally, so I'm taking the Titans. The Raiders have not looked good. They just got killed last week when I took them to the Colts.
Yes, they
Killed,
did.
and the Titans just got their first dub last week. So you add those two things together. I think the Titans is finding something. I think the Raiders are finding something too, and that's finding out who the fuck they really are. They're trash. All right. So give me the Titans plus 7.5 on the road. Give me the Cowboys on the road versus the Panthers money line. What you think about those, Tim?
I like those, man. Like I said, I believe the Steelers will win. We didn't go over the Patriots and Saints game, but I like that. I believe the Saints has looked awful. I believe that they could win against the Patriots. And then on the other side, your Titans pick. I'm not mad at that. The Titans look solid. And then of course, Cowboys. I definitely see that. Is easy money right there. So I like them, man. Solid picks. Solid
Yeah,
picks.
I think it's two nice double ups, man. You got a ticket or two, right?
I got two of them. I do.
All right.
For me, I'll start with my three-leg parlay. I have Aaron Rodgers in that Steelers game. I got Aaron Rodgers scoring two touchdowns, throwing for two touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I took them the covering the spread at 3.5. I also have the Cincinnati Bengals. The spread on that was 14.5, man. I think they could. I'm not saying that y'all not going. I do think y'all will win, but I also think that's 14.5 is a lot. I mean, even you agree with that, right? Like that's a
Absolutely.
lot.
That's a lot of points. I told you I was scared to take it. I couldn't take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think 14.5 is a lot, man. So I do think Cincinnati could cover, but yeah, I got them covering. I got Tampa Bay covering their spread 3.5, and then Aaron Rodgers throwing for two touchdowns on that ticket. And
That's
that was
nice.
that
Plus
was actually
710.
exactly plus 710. So that's money right there for me, man. You know what I mean? Sounds like money to me. And then on my other one, I had a profit boost of 30%, two-leg parlay, which would have been plus 60 with a double up, which took it to plus 208, which was Dallas
Nice.
Cowboys. I believe they covered their spread with 3 points. And then, like I told you guys, Jonathan Taylor, I believe, is a guarantee so far, the way it seemed with an anytime touchdown. He's looked really good. And so plus 208, man, that's good double up money. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
can't
man. Yeah, I like that, man. I definitely like that. You bet 50 on that, you get back 150.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
nice. I
Double up
like
and
that.
win.
If I had to pick between your two tickets, I would probably take the second one. I like
Oh
that. But
yeah, I agree. I
I
think
like the
the
first one too though, but it's just if the Packers blow the Bengals out, nobody'd be shocked.
right. Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
but yeah, I like that, man. So Ryan got some tickets, man. I seen Ryan's ticket up there.
Yeah,
Ryan got he got Brees Hall for an anytime touchdown. He got Quinshawn Judkins for an anytime touchdown. He got Kenneth Walker the third for an anytime touchdown for the Seahawks. Sneaky, sneaky. He got Kyron Williams for an anytime touchdown.
Hmm.
And then he got Rashad White for an anytime touchdown. So that's 5 touchdowns. That ticket is plus 4150.
That's a home run.
That's a Hail
Hell
Mary.
yeah,
That's
hell
a
no, like a
fourth
motherfucker
and
for sure.
25. All right. That's literally it. That's 5 touchdowns. Brees Hall, Quinshawn Judkins, the rookie, Kenneth Walker, Kyron Williams, and Rashad White. $10. If you put $10 on that, that's $425.
Hmm.
That's the definition of a Hail Mary right there.
For
But I
sure.
like it though. I like it. Brees Hall, he ain't scored a touchdown yet this year. He's due.
He's due.
Quinshawn Judkins, the leading rusher for the best rookie running back in the league this year so far. And he's been balling. He had 100 yards last week. Kenneth Walker the third for the Seahawks. He's the starting running back. Zach Charbonnet is the backup. He does leach touchdowns sometimes, so that'll be interesting to see because it happened last week. Kyron Williams, the running back for the Rams, for a tutty. I like that because the Rams should have the ball all day versus the Ravens. They should have
Yeah.
possession all day. And then Rashad White versus the Bucks. I'm sorry, versus the 49ers. He played for the Bucks. That's a good one. Their starting running back is out, so he's the starting running back. If Baker ain't throwing it, shit, he got a chance to get one. If Baker ain't throwing it, because Baker will throw some touchdowns, boy.
The only thing that scares me about it, because I especially with that because Tampa Bay's starting running back is not playing, so having Rashad White as an anytime touchdown, that's not bad. The
Nah,
only thing
exactly.
that scares me though is we're coming up on halftime with this Jets Denver game, and Brees Hall has 8 carries for 19 yards. Obviously, no touchdowns. He has, so he'll know here probably within the hour if his ticket is going to withhold or not.
Right, right. No, for sure. It's 56 seconds left in the half, and the Jets got the ball. So that's where we're gonna leave it at, man. That's where
Yeah,
we're gonna leave it
man.
at. Me and you went to war a little bit today. Just
We
a little
did,
bit.
man. We did, and hopefully, we get that chance to do it next week. Like I
No,
said, there's
no.
this. I have a list, man. There's the Steelers, the Packers, the Colts, because there was a Colts fan that said something, and there was a Vikings fan that said something, which I don't even know if they're. I think they are playing. I think right, the
Uh-huh.
Vikings.
Oh no,
So
no, 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 no. Is the Vikings playing?
they,
No, the Vikings.
is this their bye week this week?
Yeah, they're on the bye week.
Okay, so they get a pass, but I'm hoping for some losses, man, just because we have now reached Trash Talk Island. So now it's time to I'm ready to get some get back here. So I would like to talk some trash myself. So we'll see, man. We'll interesting Sunday. I'll be glued to the TV for sure.
Yes, sir. As usual, everybody, like and subscribe and share our videos, please. You'll be doing us a big favor. We would be happy to have y'all back every week. And remember, like we said, we're gonna have a show coming pretty soon. I can't say what day of the week because I don't want to set nothing in stone, but it'll be on a weekday. Coming soon, man. Coming real soon, sooner than you think. All right.
Hmm.
So, Tim, you got any final words?
Yeah, man. Ant, Ryan, Will, D, yourself, and myself. Shout out to the guys, Dre, Dot, keep us in the comments. Our brother, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else, your Pops was on the show today. Shout out Pops, you know what I'm saying? And
Shout out to
everybody
my
else
pops,
that's
man.
been rocking with this is the 10th episode. And like I said, this is just the
I salute
beginning, and
y'all.
we got so much more to go. We ain't even got started yet. So you know what I'm saying? So thank you for everybody that's been rocking with us through these 10 episodes, and this is just the beginning.
Shout out to consistency.
Yes, sir.
Y'all have a blessed one, not a stressed one. We
Oh
out.
yeah. Peace.